What's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. And right now, oh man, we're about to get into Black Clover Chapter 263. Spoilers and leaks, and oh goodness. This one, this one's very, very interesting. Now, what I did the last time was I actually showed all of the leaks and scans. So what I'm gonna do this time around is I'm just gonna go through them. So let's start this off. So it starts off with a full color page, and it looks like several of the Black Clover characters are ranked. And so we have Asta being number 1, Yami being number 2, Charlotte being number 3. What else do we got? We got Yuno being number 4, and then it looks like we have a couple of other ones that is interesting in there. Gosha's in there, Luck is in there, Magna's in there, Sekri's in there, Noelle's in there, and Leopold is in there. So that's very, very interesting as far as that. If you've actually watched the anime, they've gotten a new intro and outro on there. And what's interesting is it looks like, we're in this captain's meeting, and it looks like in the anime there may be like a captain training arc, because we've seen a couple of the captains go against each other, and it looks like they were training. And then there was one in particular with Yami and Charlotte that looked kind of juicy. But with the first leak panel, we have Noct and Asta, and Julius is behind them. And they're just all like, all the captors are looking over like, who the heck? And then Yuno has this face like either he's surprised to see Asta, or because after everything that's gone on, I mean, it's probably a relief to be able to see Asta, especially hearing about what happened with the Black Bulls. But you see all the captains kind of get ready, and then and then Noct just has this smile, and then the next panel goes with him putting his hand on Asta's shoulders, and I think that there's a possibility that he's probably saying that he's the captain or the vice captain of the Black Bulls. And so we get to another panel of Yuno and Asta, and I don't know if they're looking at each other, but then the next panel we see a bunch of either shadows or demons themselves, and not smiling. So you see like these little demons or shadows. One's right there with Nozel, another one's by Jack, and basically they got them under wraps like the captains, just like that. And so you see the next panel, Noct in his devil form as far as showing his horns. And then you see as far as more of these demon or shadow figures that are on Charlotte and Fergolion. So freaking the vice captain of the Black Bulls is freaking powerful. Like powerful. You see freaking Asta's face with sweat, and then Fergolion sitting up there with a little sweat mark near him, and there's this little demon with, and they all have masks, which is very interesting because we saw Guillermo and he's like tiny, and then we see them and it's just all like, yo, they're bigger than the captains, and so then we have this panel of Lucifero. And I think Noct is explaining, what's going on. And then we see this panel where it looks like Yami and William in their centerpiece are being like corrupted, and they're like in darkness, and it looks like they're, doomed. And then Noct is just sitting up there still with this face, and Asta's just like, huh? And so then we get into another panel where Noct, it looks like it's a panel of him, and then behind him it looks like the Spade Kingdom. And so then we have another panel where it shows William and Yami opposite of each other laying on the floor, and it looks like they're on the top of from what it looks like, that it's the 7 levels of the underworld, and it looks like the cliff off will start descending in 7 days. And so it looks like Yami and William will die after the process is complete when the gate opens. So that's very interesting. So yeah, the next panel they go into the 7 little spheric amulet looking platforms, and then you see as far as the different pages of the Tree of Cliff-Off, and then you see Fergolian and Nozel looking like, oh shit, like they're attentive now, and then it goes into the panel of the descending tree of death basically, and then it shows this panel of Noct sideways, and he's still, cheery eye looking, explaining, and then you see it's kind of faded, kind of blurry, but then you see Rill and Charlotte, and it looks like Rill has like some little droplets on his face, and then it shows a picture of Asta, and behind him it's like this shadowy place, and he's just all like, he has this look, and then we see Noct open his eyes kind of, and then you see a panel of Julius, Fergolian, Jack, and Rill, and it looks like shit is getting real. So if I wanted to do a prediction as far as what's going on, so as far as this is just guessing based on these particular panels. So I'll get another video when the actual translations come out on Sunday. But man, there's several things. So it looks like this is happening in 7 days. We still don't know what's happening in the Heart Kingdom, so they're gonna need to be put on what's going on, and the captains are going to need to know what's going on as far as with that, and Lola Pachica being kidnapped, so on top of all that stuff that's going on, they have 7 days. So, it may seem like a short period of time, but we have to understand that Asta learned Ki in a fucking battle with Yami, so it's not far-fetched. We've seen how quick they're able, him and how quick they're able to adapt even in battle type situations. So I think that this may be a very interesting arc. There was a theory going around that they possibly may be able to train in Dorothy's dream world, which I think would be super fascinating. That really sounds dope. So that could be cool. A lot of stuff is going on. This information, you just see how dire everything is. If they literally, let's just say that they do succeed in opening this, like William and Yami are gonna die. On top of that, 90% of the population. So what is gonna go down to be able to save all of them, destroy as far as these particular demons? Because we've seen, Vonica, we've seen Dante at full power. We have not seen Zenon at full power, and there's a lot to really unpack when thinking about that. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What do you think happened with Mimosa, Noel, and everybody in the Heart Kingdom? What do you think about the theory of them possibly training in Dorothy's dream world? you know and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like this particular Black Clover content and me going over them, or you want me to go in even more details as far as like really bringing in some of the points, some of the theories that y'all have brought in to see how they measure with how the storyline's been going, let me know in the comments. But hit a like, hit the subscribe button if you're digging this, and I will holler at y'all on Sunday. Again, this is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, and this has been a Black Clover Chapter 263 spoilers and leak run through.